This is Jeff again. On this video, I wanted to discuss a couple of things about ShopGoodwill. I've been purchasing off of ShopGoodwill for about 6 months now, 7 months, and it's a very nice platform for sniping. And I've bought things for myself as well since I'm a collector. But they do have a couple of major issues, and if you're new to them, you may not be aware of these issues. So just kind of doing this video to give you a heads up. First off, they don't do a great job of showing you how much the shipping cost is for an item, and you'd be surprised. You actually have to go into the item, click on the estimated shipping cost, and then it'll show you that way. It's just an extra unnecessary step. It's very not customer friendly. And when you click on them, a lot of the times, if it's a UPS one that uses UPS, that price is going to be really high, very high actually. I've seen them where Nintendo DSs with just a couple of games have been upwards of $15 to $20, and we all know the size of a DS, and we all know the size of DS games. They are not $15 worth of shipping. It's ridiculous. The fact that they don't offer a choice is really unacceptable. If you're going to spend all this money to have this platform, and you have all these items to sell, you get all these customers and everything, and then you treat them that badly, it's in poor taste. It's dirty pool. Don't do that. And again, if you're buying from them, make sure you find out what that shipping cost is first, because I was burnt about 7 months ago. I was dumb and I bought something without even looking, because I'm like, I just guesstimated it was going to be $10 because I've sold on eBay for about 10 years. I know what these shipping costs are, and when it popped up as $22, I almost lost it. So I ended up buying it, because I'm not going to back out of a deal. But I did tell them then that they probably should be a little bit more forthcoming with what the shipping cost is, but obviously that wasn't going to go anywhere. The other issue they have, or one of the other issues, is their handling cost. Their handling cost is another semi-hidden fee, even though it actually does show up on it. You have to read the fine print, and it's anywhere from, I've spent $2 to $4.99 on handling costs, and in this day and age, to charge handling costs on an e-store of any kind is foolishness. I mean, those days are long gone. I know eBay has the little option for it, but don't use that. I mean, if you're a reputable salesperson, you would not charge for handling. It's just not the way to treat customers. It's really not. It should really be zero at all times. Just don't charge for handling. Charge calculated shipping. That's the way you treat customers. The handling times for Goodwill can be very terrible. They're all over the place because all these different stores do this. But I've had it as bad as 5 business days where they've sat there. And, in this business, time is money, and you don't want your money just sitting in some Goodwill, in the back area while people are just yammering and everything, and they're not getting your stuff out. There's no excuse for that. If you're going to do that, close down ShopGoodwill, close down all the Goodwills, and just get out of the game, because that's bare minimum, is offering free ship or calculated shipping, offering a free handling costs, and then getting stuff out in a reasonable time, which is 1 business day. If you can't do that, you got to get out, or you got to get better. You got to change your policies right then. Another issue for Goodwill is their pictures and their descriptions are god awful. They are, and I don't really mind the pictures so much. Don't really mind the descriptions as much either, because I deal with a lot of action figures. So if I can see the figures, I can tell if they're broken or not. I can't tell if they're dirty, but I just assume they're dirty. If they're coming from Goodwill, I'll clean them. I have no problem with that. But when it's a game system or it's anything like that, and they say it's untested, but they have a charger with it, I'm going to either think it's broken or they're not, if they're not smart enough to plug in an AC adapter, I'm worried for them. But you know, it's those kind of things are just annoying. I had a deal a couple days ago where I I look for wrestling figures a lot, and they had wrestling figure grab bag, and it was literally a bag full of wrestling figures, and you couldn't tell what was in it. So I mean, it can be a bowling ball with two wrestling figures sticking out the side. I have no idea. So I'm not going to bid on that. And other people won't either. I mean, I think it was up to $15 or whatever. There might be $60, $70 of wrestling figures in there. All you had to do was take them out of the bag and just, I mean, you could have even thrown them in the big pile that they tend to do. I mean, that's next level lazy. I mean, that's unbelievably lazy. And it's just not, that's not the way to treat your customers. It really isn't, especially when you're getting these items for free. I mean, you're not even sourcing these items and you're too lazy to even take pictures. I mean, that's whatever. It's just not the way I would do things, but I'm not a multi-million-dollar company, I guess, like Goodwill is. Another issue is their return policy is they have no return policy. They do say that you can return items if they've okayed it, but I don't know what that means. I don't know what you have to go through with their descriptions, and they say everything is as is. I don't know what you have to do to show, hey, this is bad. I mean, this is not what you described, because they could always fall back on, we said it was as is. You know, I mean, again, it's not the way to treat customers. It's an awful archaic way of doing things, and they need to change it. I'm still going to buy on there because I'm a sucker, but you know, it pays the bills, so I have to do it. But I just wish they could do these bare minimum things to get themselves at least to an average eBay customer or eBay seller. That's, I would assume, being a company like that, you would at least want to look like you know what you're doing. So, but that's just a couple of things I wanted to say, and hopefully you guys find this information valuable. If not, I'm sorry, but I will catch you guys later.